Still had the little dealer sticker on the box, and it is Resnick Motors in Whitewater. Last video, the dairy farm horde auction, and a rather ordinary lineup of cars. I spotted the 1980 Dodge pickup. I didn't really think too much of it at the time, just regular old slant six 4-speed truck. Something about it caught my eye. I'd remembered recent episode of Cold War Motors. They did a revival on, I believe, in 1975. Been sitting and they got the thing running. I've always liked these old slant sixes, so I made a bid for the truck and bought it. 100B.
100B. 100B.
So what'd you get there, Mr. Goodpliers?
I think it's a 78.
You might try it. I had a P tags at 80.
Okay, 80. We loaded it up, and I discovered an interesting little tidbit about this truck. Here's the 1980 Dodge. Pretty basic truck. There at the sale, Joe did help me turn it by the belt, so this is not the Will It Run video, but I do think it does have pretty good promise for that. You see, pretty original Survivor truck. Got some dents, got some dings, but not all rotted out. This thing is all original paint, and you got some chalkiness on there, but a guy can buff on that and get it to come back out. This thing will really pop, have great gloss. These old solid color vehicles, they're not like the metallics that bleach and fade out. But I don't do that until I have a place inside to put them, because you gotta be able to get them undercover out of the weather. Otherwise, eventually they'll just oxidize again. That layer that's on there, it kind of protects the paint underneath, so not too big of a deal to wait a little bit more on that. Was not able to get the tailgate open, but a friend of mine there at the sale pointed out, still had the little dealer sticker on the box, and it is Resnick Motors in Whitewater. I do own this dealership building. Bought it back in 2009. Got quite a bit of history there. It was a Chrysler Plymouth dealership way back in the 30s. Unfortunately, being loaded full of stuff, the box did get pretty rusty, pretty scaly inside, but I'll be able to probably scrub that down, put some 415 on there, and get that sealed up. One dent in the side, hopefully can get that out. Quick look inside here. Honestly, not too bad. Any of these that haven't had mice and pack rats in them, that's always a plus. Can deal with it, but the vehicle's really got to be in good shape otherwise to justify it. Check the mileage here. Looks like right at 96,000. Chance that's turned over, but generally these hoarder types have a lot of different vehicles. They don't drive them all that much, so probably gonna say that's original, but you never know. 4-speed manual. Of course, first is a granny low. Dash is really good shape. I know a lot of these like to warp when they get in the sun. Seat cover over it's fairly usable, kind of a fake leather look. Does need cleaned up inside. That's pretty typical. I believe that's Dan Resnick's handwriting on there. You never know, but from the other writing that I have in the stack of shop manuals from the dealership, I'm pretty sure that's his, if not one of the salesmen's. This is an AC truck. All that's intact. undisturbed. Doubt it will work, but it's nice to have it there just for looks. Does have the original smog pump, the original radiator, reservoir. Those are pieces you always find missing. Smog pumps lock up, people take them off. Coolant reservoirs, it's just a weak polymer of plastic, kind of like white zip ties versus black ones. The white ones always break apart. Power brake truck, which is really good. I hate manual brakes. Discs from the factory, so all that. Fairly modern truck. Under the hood, other than being carbureted, but long as you have a good carburetor with nice snug throttle shafts and a choke adjusted properly, good old carbureted vehicle, you just can't beat them. Notice it is missing the wiper arms and the cowl cover. I need to source them. Looked around the farm there, but who knows where they got scattered off to. See, the positive cable's broken. That's about the only thing that kept them from throwing a battery in it and probably starting it on sale day, honestly.